Breath of fire is a common technique used for energy activation, rejuvenation, cleansing of stagnant energy. Traditionally, it's called Kapalabhati. It is a form of pranayama, and it comes from a long history of great yogic breathing practices. In this video, I want to share 1, how to perform breath of fire correctly, and 2, I want to provide a few different varieties of breath of fire so you can find the one that works best for you. To do breath of fire correctly, I always suggest seated, so sitting in a nice posture. One school of thought says, relax, find a nice comfortable posture. For me, I think about breath of fire as an energizing and activating, energy creating technique. Because we are creating fire, because we are moving strong energy, I find that it's better to create a strong postural form. So sitting up tall, rooting down, readjusting your seat, lifting, expanding through the shoulders. This helps me contain and create the energy of breath of fire, Kapalabhati. Next, how you breathe is essential in breath of fire. It is a rapid, active exhale coming from a squeezing of the abdominal muscles. And then there's a passive inhale. So the inhale, don't even think about the inhale, just exhale, force, blow, blow. The inhale will happen passively and naturally. As you notice, I am thrusting the exhale out the nose. Sometimes that doesn't work for us. Shift to mouth. That's another great way to get the form down. It's like a training wheels for Kapalabhati lips. And what I visualize and how I teach beginners is to visualize a candle flame 2 feet away from me that I'm blowing out. And it's almost like every time I blow it out, it illuminates again. So you're getting that pacing. And you're blowing it out, blowing it out, blowing it out. Again, it comes from a squeezing contraction of the stomach. You can see here my ribs, my stomach, my diaphragm is squeezing to force the breath out. Last, pacing. You can do a slow, controlled, strong breath of fire. About 1 breath per second, or you can speed it up. This is up to you. Play around with it. Both are beneficial in the right situation. The final component is time. How long do you do it? For some, you set a timer for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Pick whatever time works for you. So, we'll do a practice. Shifting your weight, finding strength, checking the nostrils are clear, or focusing inward on the ribs and the diaphragm. Let's try a 1 breath per second type pace, which is a little slower. Watch and then join with me. We'll be doing about 30 breaths. Deep breath in and hold it. Hold it to seal. At the end of each breath of fire, this is an option to do a full inhale, holding and sealing harnessing the good energy. Let it go, relax. You don't want to hold that at the top too long, but enough to feel a little bit of that positive energy, and then shifting into catching your breath, regulating, relaxing, and then feeling the positive benefits of breath of fire in your body. Heat in your hands, heat in your armpits, heat in your heart and your core. Good. We'll do another round of 30 breaths. This time we're going to go twice as fast. So jump in, join in whenever you're ready. Watch and begin. Deep breath in, hold it in, hold it. Hold strong, widen the posture, anchor, root down through the hips. Exhale, relax, let it go. Good, roll the shoulders, twist the spine. Nice. And then settle, feel, connect. Find a moment of mindfulness, meditation. Very good. Posture is one component. The other is positioning, arm positioning. You noticed I'm put my hands on my knees, or you can bring your hands to center. Traditionally, Kundalini will have hands turn into fists, thumbs pointing up towards the sky, arms going directly overhead, or arms going out to like a 45, 60 degree angle. This adds another level of challenge, right? The shoulders will get tight or pain will start to emerge. Another name for this is ego eradicator. So as you're doing this for 3 minutes and your arms are overhead and your elbows and your shoulders start to burn, your ego, your brain, your mind might start to chirp and say, what are you doing? Why is this? My arms hurt. I gotta quit. You have to recommit, eradicate the ego, recommit to the practice. Stay strong in the posture and the position and accomplish said goal. The thing I like about having different arm positions is that it puts your body into a different posture and it puts your rib cage into a different articulation, which means that if you do breath of fire with arms twisted, rotated, you're activating different abdominal muscles. You're activating the diaphragm in a different way, in a different position. So for me, this is a way that you can take a very sagittal plane, centered, grounded breath practice and turn it into a movement warm-up, a movement performance type practice. As you see, I'm rotating. So rotation creates a shift of the rib cage, which puts the diaphragm into a new position, puts your internal abdominal muscles into a new position. Your intercostals are shifted slightly, and so then whenever you perform breath of fire, you're getting a different pump in the different position. This is a variation that I really find beneficial and I incorporate into my daily, weekly breathwork practice. So bringing it all together, I feel there are 2 ways to perform breath of fire. 1, pick a posture, pick a position, pick a time, and commit. Stay true for the full duration of the time that you're doing. This will really challenge discipline. The second, pick a time, pick a few positions of the arms and body, and add variety, choosing a few different postures to cycle and rotate through. How this would look is starting with posture 1, arms overhead, doing about 20. So pick a number of breath of fire, breath pumps, 20. In position A, 20 in position B. Rotate. I always like to add a rotation. 20 in position C. 20 in position D. Let's go through this together. 20 breaths, arms overhead, 20 breaths rounded, 20 breaths rotated to the left, 20 breaths rotated to the right. Okay, shift your posture, anchor down, broad shoulders, arms overhead, and begin. Rounding, dropping, creating space around, and begin. shifting into a rotation, adding whatever variation to the rotation feels good for you, and begin. And then matching on the other side. Inhale and hold. Holding, strong core, strong root. Exhale, relax. Catch your breath. Recenter, reset. Find mindfulness, meditation. Connective feelings, sensations. Very good. Pick one variety. Do it every day for a week. See how it feels. Notice the challenge. And then the next week, add a variety. Thank you for watching. Enjoy and have a beautiful day.